like to talk about autism. Autism and evolution in the same sentence. So first of all, I have a question for you. Do you find it difficult sometimes to understand what other people are thinking or feeling? I do. Do you find social situations sometimes can be daunting? And do you find yourself with few friends, like, real friends you can count on the fingers of one hand? Or prefer your own company even? Yeah, me too. Well, believe it or not, these are the top 3 signs of being autistic. So if you answered yes to all of those questions, um, question yourself, where are you on the spectrum? Are you on the spectrum? I certainly am, must be, because I tick a lot of boxes. Now, lining up toys when you're little, getting upset when they're put out of kilter, repeating the same phrase or word over and over again. And these are some things that are cited as being symptomatic of autism in children. And as far as I know, most children learn how to do things and how to put things in order and how to speak by repetition. So I think it's fair to say that there are some blurry lines here. Regardless of that, the National Autistic Society actually believes that this is a lifelong, fundamental development disability. So that's a pretty negative kind of connotation to be putting on something that has potentially quite a lot of upsides. One of the upsides that you're going to come across quite a lot is genius. The genius quotient of autistic people seems to be incredibly high. They can do remarkable things and have incredible talents in artistry, creativity, and other disciplines, mathematics being one of them for some. And so the range is vast of the kind of genius elements that autism can engender within people. Another one is order. I've put order in chaos because it's a bit of a polarity, I think, for most people who have found themselves on this spectrum of the autistic capability or whatever you like to call it. But the ordering of chaos, on one hand, means that you can actually put chaos into order using logic quite effectively. And the other possibility is that you're ordering chaos into your world by expecting it to appear. Now, we are all, as I've said in other videos, equally guilty. That's wrong. Edit. We are all equally responsible for creating our own reality by expectation. We expect things to happen and we expect them to come about, and hey presto, they do. Anything that has a label that we can kind of pin the tail on the donkey and say people have got that problem. There's a synergy amongst those people and they come together. Now, be wary, please, of the divide and rule element here, because I'm probably best not saying any more on that. Just subscribe to the channel if you agree. The evolutionary part then kind of comes in as a natural consequence of our being able to see these things as progressive. A level of intellect is extremely high. The ability to see order in things that others don't necessarily see is high. A lot of sites have said that autistic people will geek out on something and they will be an expert in one particular thing that they are completely impassioned about. And that's true for me with birds. Show me a British bird and I'll tell you what it is. So this is a lifelong thing. I was born this way. And a lot of people are born with a capacity or a propensity to head in one direction of interest, who wouldn't necessarily put themselves on the autistic spectrum whatsoever at all. So there are lots and lots of converging cross lines here, because I firmly believe that all the labels that are given to mental conditions these days, all of which, incidentally, appear to be derogatory or defamatory or accusatory or negative in some context, are in fact symptomatic of our brains attempting to evolve. We're supposed to evolve. It's what we're here for. We're an intelligent species and we're supposed to get better at things. So, evolution goes in here because it's a matter of personal furtherance. And personal furtherance means progressing as an individual, bringing things onto your own table that are good, that are beneficial. Use that genius. Be proud of that thing that you're an expert at. Go out and live your very best life, because there is nothing stopping you. And the labels that are pinned on the tails of our mental donkeys all over the place are basically driving me nuts, because I don't think that they should be there at all. I think we should be celebrating our mental diversity and doing something positive with it. So if you agree with me, please subscribe to the channel, because there will be more on this later. If we can be cohesive about this, if we can bring things together in a positive way, if we can make things work together socially within our communities and beyond, then that will be a great thing, because that's a step in the right direction. We really need to be evolving, and we have all the tools at our disposal to do so, mentally, physically, and circumstantially. So what's stopping us? I'd love to see you later. Take care of yourselves. Love you loads. Bye.